Have you ever noticed that the coolest men in society, no matter where you go, if you kind of look around, you see some guy that looks cool, he's always going to seem relaxed in his environment and kind of as though he knows what's going on, even if it's a brand new environment. He's cool and relaxed. And one of the reasons for this is that, that particular guy, over the course of his life, if you were to dig in and kind of find out what's going on up here, it's likely that he's paid attention in every environment that he's been in. So you really want to be an observer of life. What's going on? Why do people act this way? Why do they do this? What's going on in a group? What's the mechanics of social dynamics? And also paying attention to power hierarchies or social hierarchies. What's going on? Who is the central value provider around a certain group, okay? And why are people part of this group? And what's really going on where, people are coming together for X particular reason, like what's going on? You're going to observe all these things. And when you do that, you're going to have a lot greater understanding of your environment and the people around you. And essentially, you're going to feel more comfortable as a result of that. Now, conversely, if you never socialize, if you never pay attention to your environment or the mechanics behind it, if you're always in your own little internal world, in your own thoughts, maybe you play video games all the time, or you're always in your own internal world and you're kind of closed down, you're never going to have these insights. You're going to look kind of like a lost puppy out in the world. So another big thing for feeling at ease when you're out in public is the ability to defend yourself, okay? It may seem silly, but when you're out in public, you're going to be hyper aware of other threats, right? Just like you were in the jungle. Where's the tiger crouching behind the bush? It's the same thing, particularly with other males, especially men that are bigger than you, okay? If you don't feel at ease in your environment, you're not going to be the cool guy. So how do you feel at ease? And this is where training a real martial art comes into play. So, for example, wrestling, judo, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, boxing, these kind of things, disciplines where you actually learn how to fight, okay? They're going to play into that subconscious feeling of relaxation when you're out in public. Now, of course, a lot of environments are situational, right? So if I am a weightlifter and I'm in the gym, I'm going to feel a lot more at ease than somebody that, is just lifting weights for the first time, no matter what their status is. Likewise, if I'm a musician and it's my concert, okay, I'm going to feel like the king of that particular environment. So understand that, your status can be environmental in nature as well. But by and large, if you become a student of the world and you train and you take time to socialize and get out of your shell and do all these things, okay, you're going to feel a lot more at ease in public and people will notice it.